Hi, my name is Bradley Kruse. I live east of German Valley, Illinois, which is about 25 miles south of the border from Wisconsin. And when I need red equipment, I go to Berkey's in Polo, Illinois. That's about 25 miles away from me. The last big purchase for us is a big step up for the wife and I, is the combine pictured in the background. And no, it's not brand new, but it's the best used I could afford, and I'm awful proud to have it. Last year is my first fall, the fall of 23, running it, and I thoroughly enjoyed having a red combine as a nice piece of equipment to add. I do obviously use CNH credit for all my parts and supplies, stuff like that, and I find that very convenient that you can be set up in that way to where anything you need, and it's just one monthly statement. My favorite part of farming, for one, it was just always in me. I never wanted to do anything else. I worked a lot of other jobs, doing a lot of other things. I still do other things to supplement being able to farm, but it's just always been in me. And probably the neatest thing is that every year you get a fresh start. You get to put a seed in the ground, and you get to hope you miss the rains while you're trying to get it in. You hope you get the rains after you get it in. It's a roller coaster that you go through every year. And then by the grace of God, every fall, you have a harvest that at some points you didn't know if you'd have it or not. Birkey's has become a lot of familiar faces for me, especially the salesman that we made. The dad made the 215 purchase through, and who I bought the combine through. He actually hauled our milk when I was a very young lad. So there's a little bit of history there. So it was kind of neat when Dad was in a position to go shopping for a new big tractor that they were already acquainted in that way. And personally, and I even told him that it was kind of on my bucket list to get something bought from him before he retired, and I managed to get it done with the combine last year in 2023. I had my share of times when farming didn't seem like the smartest thing to pursue. I had some tough breaks 25 years ago, and I went and did other things, and as soon as the opportunities came up, I got back into it. And I guess my advice would be, don't give up. Get hooked up with some mentors if it's not family, and just try and take in any information you can. I give a lot of credit to the fact that I farmed with my dad. He was, in my opinion, a very good farmer, and he gave a lot of good advice. But one of the other best things that happened to me was I always had to work off the farm because we didn't have enough for me to be there. And being a hired hand for other people and helping Dad, I brought a lot of things home that I never would have learned had I just stayed around Dad. So I really valued some of the information I picked up over the years, maintaining equipment, and just all kinds of different things that you pick up when you leave the farm for a little bit and do something else. I'm the fourth generation of Kruses, and actually I considered having it in the picture. Still active on the farm. Right now it pulls the boys' show cattle, help them get halter broke. But it started out with my great-grandfather buying a brand new 1939H, serial number 5232. So it's always kind of, there's been some other colors along the way, but primarily always red. In this picture, the 215 was bought brand new in 2010. The 8910 behind me was bought brand new in 1997. And this was bought in the spring of 80, about the time I was born, and it was only 4 years old at that time because it's 1976. There's also not pictured 686 that was bought brand new that got traded on the 215. But we've had a lot of pride in our red tractors. I can't imagine going shopping for any other color. It's just what's in my blood. It's what I care about. Growing up, Dad milked cows, and that was the main source of money. We were never big-time crop farmers. And we have acquired a little bit more land, but the feedlots are still the main source of what I do. Dad always fed colored cattle, and then he passed about 10 years ago. And shortly thereafter, I got hooked up with a neighbor, so I custom raised Holstein heifers for a dairy nearby. But as far as cash crops, corn, soybeans, a little bit of wheat, and quite a bit of alfalfa with the heifers.